everybody? It is Thursday, January 14th, and we are coming to you from the Dojo at Eagle's Nest. The Eagle's Nest Dojo. What are we going to call it? What are we calling it? The Eagle's Nest
Eagle's
Dojo?
Nest Dojo.
The Eagle's Nest Dojo. We're coming to you from the Eagle's Nest Dojo. We are still in quarantine. This is a white, yellow, and orange belt class. Before we get started, guys, we want to thank you guys for all the kind words, thoughts, and especially the prayers. Keep the prayers coming. So far, Pop-Pop and Nana seem to be doing a lot better. We're not out of the woods yet, but they're doing a lot better. Unfortunately, COVID is making its way through the family, and we have a number of other family members now test positive for COVID. So, keep the whole family in thoughts and prayers. The four of us are so far so good.
Approaching our test date.
Yeah, approaching our test date. So it looks like we'll be able to get tested soon, but unfortunately the quarantine and the quotas make us stay in hibernation for quite some time yet. So we won't be seeing fresh air, well, besides our backyard until
We got our property lines.
next weekend. Anyway, so we're going to get started, guys, but before we get started, you have to get started with your warm-ups. That's right. Pause video, go to your app, click on Lima Online, click on curriculum, and do your warm-ups. And don't cheat. Get it done. Okay, welcome back, guys. All right, so we're going to continue with our curriculum kicks today, and then we're going to jump into our self-defenses. Yesterday, for white belts, we were working on our side kick. Remember, the side kick is one of my favorite kicks by far. When we do the side kick, there are four major parts of the side kick. Joe, should we stand right there, please? Face me. Give me a nice target. Right there. Okay. So part one, I'm going to turn my back foot. I turn my foot so far that my heel points right at my target. Step two, I'm going to chamber my knee, bring my knee into my stomach. Step three, I'm hitting with my heel. Four, I re-chamber and put it right back down. One, turn that foot. Two, chamber the knee. Three, strike with the heel. Four, re-chamber and down. Again, one, turn the foot. Two, chamber the knee. Three, strike with the heel. Four, re-chamber and down. Now you may say, wow, Sensei, we just did this one yesterday. Listen, guys, repetition is the mother of skill. We can't do this enough to get it down right. We have to be able to do it without thinking. We have to get to a point where that back foot pivots as we chamber that knee. Okay, one more time. So I turn that back foot, chamber that knee, hit with that heel, re-chamber and down. Okay, and we want to do it either on the air. I prefer on a target if you have some sort of target, whether it's a nice big couch cushion, something like this. Maybe it would work for you guys, okay? He doesn't hit that hard anyway, so he could do it on here.
Yeah.
Good. Or we have a Wave Master, something like that. This one we haven't put water in it, so it's easy to move around, but Joshua's going to stand on the back of it so I don't knock it through the wall. So I turn that back foot, chamber the knee, ki. Turn that back foot, chamber the knee, ki. And we're going to get a good 25 reps on both your left and your right. Yellow belts, you're going to continue working on that back leg round kick. You can leave that out there. Remember when we do that back leg round kick, we're kicking with the instep or top of the foot right here. Toes are pointed so we don't break our toes. When we do that back leg round kick, we can't hit like this. That's ouchie time, okay? So we're going to pivot. Ouchie time.
Ouchie time.
Ouchie time. We're going to pivot on our supporting foot. Now, if we know that in a front leg round kick, I have to point my heel at the target just like a side kick, in a back leg round kick, this becomes a support foot. That means this foot has to pivot so far that my heel points to that target. I want you to focus right here on that foot. Boom. Just like that. I'm pointing those toes, kicking with the instep, bringing the kick all the way back to where it starts. Watch again. They catching lips.
Yeah, you got my arm. But it was close.
It was close. Darn, I missed. Okay. 25 reps, both left and right. Orange belt, spin side kicks. Remember, we're hitting with the heel. It's called a spin side kick, but the kick itself is actually a linear kick. We're kicking straight ahead. So, turn, look over my shoulder, throw the kick straight out. Side kick, re-chamber, land forward. Look at my opponent and reset. Turn and look. Kick straight out, re-chamber, land, and reset. Turn and look. Kick, land, and reset. So here we go. Whoa, dizzy. Let's start all over again. Kia. And we reset. Get the head around first. Reset. Kia. All right? Finally, green belts, you're on your hook kicks. Now, yesterday we did our back leg hook kicks. We're going to try that.
White through orange.
Is it white through orange? Green belts, you're not up yet. Forget you. Thank you. Been locked up in his house too long already. Help me, help me, help me. All right, guys, get your reps in. Pause the video. Come back when you guys are done. All right, welcome back. So let's talk about our mat chat today. Our mat chat and our keywords are close your mouth and open your ears. Close your mouth and open your ears. So this morning at breakfast, we were sitting down helping Senpai Bailey do some homework. And
We is not me.
not him, he was
I
sitting.
had my own work.
So Mrs. Sensei and I were trying to help Senpai Bailey with some homework, and he has a tendency to argue everything. And he talks so much that I had to explain to him that, do you understand that when your mouth is moving, your ability to listen and learn immediately stops. When you're spewing information out, you are never hearing anything coming in. You're never learning anything. And this has a lot of different meanings and a lot of different applications. So obviously talking about school, guys, if we're talking the whole time, or even in personal relationships, if you're the one always opening your mouth, that means you're never hearing, you're never learning, and you're never growing. So when we're trying to help him understand an active verb versus the helping verb, and he's trying to argue his case, stop, listen, digest, and hear. Okay? Now this has other meanings too. You're in relationships. You ever have that friend that you're in a group of people and that friend is always talking, and you try to say something and they interrupt you and they're always talking over you. Okay? They just tend to be a type A dominant person. They're always doing the talking and never doing any listening. Guess what? They're also additionally not learning. They're not listening and they're not learning. They're not growing. They're not getting to know someone else or know about something else. They only want to talk about their stuff. They're doing all the talking. The brain stops learning and stops hearing. And let's take it one step further. This horribly political world that we live in today. We have so many strong emotions, whether it be on the right or the left. Now most people know where I stand. And I've had some fantastic conversations with people on the other side of the aisle. We take time to give our opinions and then listen to the other person's opinions. And then at the end of it, we agree to disagree or agree to, oh, well, maybe there's a middle ground. But we listen. We listen. We hear each other. But I've also had other friends that are no longer friends because they only want you to hear their side. They're so busy spewing their rhetoric that they're not hearing the other side of anything. I mean, you know people just like that. So unfortunately, guys, it all goes back to this. Less talking, more listening, and we all grow. Less talking, more listening, and we all learn. Less talking, more listening. All right, guys, we're going to get back to our training here. So today we're on self-defense number 2. Okay, so for the white belts, remember it's always advisable for you guys to review your previous belt levels, your lower belt levels. Okay, it's great practice time, especially while you're at home.
Sensei.
Okay, so Joshi grabs me by the neck here and says,
Gotcha, kid.
my neck's up here. Okay, no way, dude. I grab his wrist, my arm goes up in the air, I step back, pulling Joshi off balance, twist my hips, look how much more that took him off balance, also broke the grip on my neck. I drop the elbow on his arm, bring my hand to my ear, elbow straight to the head. Watch again. Grab the wrist, arm goes up, I step back. Now I have a nice wide stance. We'll explain that to you in a second here. But I have a nice wide stance for balance. Okay, I don't let go of this wrist. I twist that grip. Watch closely how my shoulder peels this hand off my neck. Now I drop my elbow and strike ki. Watch again. Grab the wrist, arm up, step back, twist, drop, and strike. So now, when I step back, I want you to imagine your feet are on 2 lines, like train tracks, okay? When you step back, you have to maintain that wide stance, those train tracks. If I step back like this and you see my foot kind of disappears behind the other foot, now I'm on a balance beam, and now I'm not gonna be well balanced when I turn and pivot. So, We want that nice wide stance all the way back. Okay, so from here we grab the wrist, arm goes up, step back, twist those hips, drop the elbow, strike ki again, grab the wrist, arm up, step back, twist, drop the elbow, and strike ki. One more time, grab the wrist, arm goes up, step back, twist, drop the elbow, and strike ki. All right, guys, yellow belts, yellow number 2. I'm gonna go on this side here. Yellow number 2 is a 2-hand grab. Move a little bit right there, good. My right hand's gonna come up over the top, reach to the opposite hand. My thumb goes in the back of his hand, my fingers go underneath. I kick to the groin, it softens his grip on me, and I peel his hand off. Now right here, I'm turning it. I wanna get to where his fingers are pointing to the sky. My other thumb comes in. I have that butterfly grip all over again. Lean over so they can see a little better. I have that butterfly grip all over again. My middle fingers go on the wrist. Now right here, I want to apply pressure. I want to keep his hand above his shoulder here. Above his shoulder, okay? If his hand's down low, he can stand up and punch me. So I want to be over the top of it. Now I'm going to step in behind and break his elbow. Watch again. Thumb, middle finger, kick, peel it off. Thumb, middle finger, push, step behind, drop the elbow. One more time. Thumb, middle finger, kick, peel it off, apply pressure, step in behind, break the elbow. Don't really break your partner's elbows. They don't like you then. Okay, orange number 2.
Partner.
Yep. Orange 2 is a full Nelson. Hit the hands, kick the knee, grab the hands. Now when I'm hitting the hands, I'm wrapping with these knuckles right on the bony part of the back of the hand, right there. Feels good. So I'm hitting them, kicking them, I'm grabbing them. And I'm grabbing a lobster claw grip. So when we do a lobster claw, okay, you can see the thumbs here, the middle fingers here, and I squeeze. Okay, the thumbs between them, huh?
There you go. I can see the reflection in one of the pictures right there.
Oh, okay. So the thumb's here between the pointer finger and the thumb. The middle finger wraps around the hand. That allows us to have rotational control over the wrist. Okay. Hit, kick, grab, stretch. Now I'm going to take my left foot, step between he and I. One arm across the stomach, the other hand behind the back. Watch again. Hit, kick, grab, stretch, step between. Hit, kick, grab, stretch, and step between. All right, guys, remember, like I said, review your lower belt levels. Pay attention to the details, guys. If you need any more detail, go to our app, click on the curriculum, and look at it there. We break it down a little bit differently and in the regular dojo, not the Eagles Nest dojo. Hope you guys enjoyed today's training. One last tidbit before you go. 2021 is the year of the push-ups. So let's get some good push-ups in today. Let's give yourselves a challenge. I want you to do at least as many push-ups as, what can we challenge them with? How old they are?
Or the minutes they spend on their personal electronic devices. However many minutes you spend is how many push-ups you have to do.
Wow, that's brutal. That's brutal. That's coming from Joshi. You're gonna be doing a lot of push-ups today, aren't you? Okay.
What?
So Joshi's challenge to you today is the number of minutes you spend playing video games today, or TikToking, or YouTubing, or whatever you end up doing on Snapchatting. Okay, you'll be doing so many push-ups, you'll be Hercules. Okay, that's how many push-ups you do today. So if you do 25 minutes on your device, that's 25 push-ups. You can buy more minutes with more push-ups, right? All right, so remember, guys, when we do a push-up, the head is up, the back is straight. Okay, we're not sagging our head, we're not sagging our midsection. We bring our elbows down and back up, down and back up, down and back up. All right, guys? Enjoy your push-ups. You guys are gonna be pushing so much earth today, it's gonna fall off its axis. Thanks for training hard, guys. Thanks for being Lima Strong. Remember, close your mouths and open your ears. And we'll see you at the Eagles Nest Dojo. Oos.